We've all had that moment when you see a super cheap city trip for the upcoming weekend, only to find out that the airport is actually located closer to home than to your planned city trip destination. Here are 10 European airports that airlines use to scam you. Charleroi Airport is located 55 kilometers south of Brussels and is named Brussels South Charleroi on websites of low-cost carriers. The airport of Zaventem, however, is directly northeast of the city. We all know the hassle of London airports, and Stansted is one of the most remote airports that is still called London when selecting a destination. It's over 60 kilometers away from downtown London though. Weeze Airport is almost located in the Netherlands, but some will sell it to you as Düsseldorf Weeze, which would result in an 80-kilometer inconvenience for you. Paris Beauvais Airport is located almost 90 kilometers north of the city, but isn't the worst airport you can fly to if you want to visit Paris. Stockholm also has symptoms of the Paris syndrome, with two remote airports that are sold as Stockholm. We have Stockholm Västerås and Stockholm Kasta. Both airports are about 100 kilometers away, where Arlanda Airport is only one-third of the way. Poland's capital also has more than one airport, when you look at it from a distance. So-called Warsaw Radom Airport is over 100 kilometers away from downtown, while Chopin Airport is just south of the city center. As a tourist capital, Barcelona has El Prat Airport directly to the south, but Reus Airport, used by low-cost carriers, is over 110 kilometers away. It is some 2 hours by road after you have arrived on that flight that was just as long. Another Scandinavian mention goes to Oslo Torp Sandefjord Airport, located some 120 kilometers out of Oslo itself, but seeing quite a few low-cost airlines selling tickets to Oslo. Do double-check that, as Gardermoen Airport is much closer. The absolute number one though is Frankfurt, which has its global hub just southwest of the city, but low-cost airlines like to book you with them only to end up at Hahn Airport, over 120 kilometers away from the city center. But at least their flights are cheap.